Sup, Devils? J-Dog back to answer more goddamn questions. Questions we're going over today. The fucking video posted 3 weeks ago. Halloween, Judas Priest, and Iron Maiden is radio-friendly metal you can play for mom. Yeah, sure is. I'm a fan of all those bands, but yeah, totally fucking radio-friendly shit. That's why when those guys even think, yeah, I'm into the fucking heavy shit, it's like, no, you're into good classic stuff, but the fuck, mom can like that. Nana can fucking like that. Your fucking Annie Tina can fucking like that. Like, what are we talking about, brah? Fucking death metal, black metal, extreme music, Terrorizer, Bird Flesh, General Surgery, extreme shit. You can't play that for mom. Well, you can, but she's not going to like it 99 times out of 100. So, yeah, that's the extreme shit. That's the fucking, that's the heavy stuff, brah. The other stuff, that's just kind of like, yeah, that's like saying you're a foodie and you like pizza. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Everybody likes pizza. Little kids like pizza. Anyways, first goddamn question all the way at the bottom. Here's some question marks. Mike Violet. You definitely asked several questions. Question, J-Dog, what is your favorite frequently played radio band, excluding Sabbath? All right. Mine personally is those filthy, stinking Canadians, Rush. Full disclosure, yeah, I never, ever, ever, kind of even sort of ever listened to the radio, ever. Last time I heard the actual fucking radio, like it actually playing, was when I worked the print shop, was doing that and Hell's, doing Hell's part-time, doing that full-time. I quit there when I was 22 years old. Been doing Hell's full-time since then, so that was 15, going on 16 years ago. It was there, so that's the last time I heard the fucking radio. The majority of the time I heard the radio in my lifetime was riding the goddamn bus to school. And yeah, there was the station Q104, and they play that horrifically, painfully fucking bad music that's hanging out with Creed and Tool as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I said it, goddamn. They're hanging out with Tool. So if it was fucking the Seal and Hootie and the Blowfish, all I want to be with you, that fucking shit, where I'm like, dude, there is no way any grown-ass adult should be listening to this. Male, female, or fucking don't know what their gender is. Circles, or whatever the fuck they call themselves. Nobody should be listening to that shit. And I mean motherfucking nobody. This shit is just bad. I mean, hell, even the fucking Limp Bizkits, the Panteras, the Disturbs, not my thing. I could see how someone could get down with that. Even the Pac, I could see how someone could get down with those beats. Shitty-ass fucking Hootie, get fucking lost, brah. That's the shit I had to endure on the goddamn bus rides until my middle school years, because that's when I got my first CD player, portable CD player with the headphones and shit. Walkmans is what they call them at the time. Kids don't know what the fuck we're talking about today. They just listen to their goddamn phones, right? So then I was able to block that bullshit out. I think that was in the, I'm almost positive 7th grade is when I got it. So 1st grade to 6th grade, had to fucking endure that shit. Second most radio time, because I'd never actually listened to radio in my life. Like me putting it on, ever. Because as soon as I got into music, you were searching out cassettes, albums, listen to what your brothers had, shit like that. Like, what's in the pile? What's good? And then when you scrounging out money for yourself, buying your own stuff, the radio. What the radio? Who the fuck listens to radio? That's for fucking Quakers. Like, who needs that? That's for non-music fan posers, as far as I'm concerned. People that just like to whatever the media jams down their throat, that's what they accept. That's who listens to fucking radio. But the other time that I'd hear the radio the most in my lifetime was when my dad would play it, whether he's working out in the fucking shop on the car. And that's when, if I was to have to listen to the radio at all, it would be on the classic rock station. And yeah, I would hear Black Sabbath, AC/DC, Judas Priest, Ozzy Osbourne. So, there'd be Van Halen, Led Zeppelin, Rush, like you said. So, like I said, I'm most classic rock, I'm not big on myself. It just doesn't do anything for me. There's songs here and there. I like a song here and there, but bands as a whole, like, I like a couple Aerosmith songs, things like that. But do I like Aerosmith as a band as a whole? Do I consider myself an Aerosmith fan? No. But do they have a couple songs I like? I'm like, yeah, they got some good beats here and there. There's a couple Rush songs out here. I was like, yeah, this is a good song. But do I consider myself a Rush fan? No. Because again, fan means fanatical. And I take that shit literal. I take everything in life fucking literal. So that's why when people come up to me and they say they're into death metal, I assume they're motherfucking into goddamn death metal. And when you see them goddamn playing fucking Cold Chamber, what the fuck's this fool talking about? I thought he said he's in death metal. And it's not like I hear him listen to death metal and Cold Chamber. I don't hear him ever playing death metal. He just says he does because he's around me. So I took it fucking literal. So I don't claim to be a fan of Rush and Aerosmith stuff like that, where I might like a song here and there. So it's gonna be slim goddamn pickings as far as what's on the radio. Sabbath would definitely be my favorite. But you said exclude that. I'll go next in line because I like the early albums just as much as Sabbath. We'll go Ozzy Osbourne. Because I know they play songs like Crazy Train, uh, I Don't Know, Over the Mountain. Over the Mountain's probably my favorite Ozzy song of all time. Shot in the Dark, that's really good. Um, Not too much did they play off Bark at the Moon from what I remember as a kid. Because when I heard Bark at the Moon, when I was buying Ozzy albums, like I said I started buying Sabbath and Ozzy albums at the age of 18, a little late to the game. I was buying the extreme shit in the early days. I remember when I bought Bark at the Moon, I recognized the title track, but very vaguely. So I had to have heard my dad listening to it or something like that. Or maybe I even heard some cover songs. I know like bands like Sanctorum and shit covered local black and heavy metal band. Check them out, goddammit. Sanctorum. Missing the fuck out if you don't know them. We'll get into that a little bit goddamn later too. Did a trade, but I'm not going to bother showing it now because get to show it on later goddamn video. A few idiots from now, goddammit. Anyways, I think they covered Bark at the Moon, so I knew that, had that cover version. It's either them or somebody else. Maybe it was From the Depths. It was one of those bands. I think it was Sanctorum though. So that was the only song. All the rest of the songs on like Bark at the Moon, because I love Bark at the Moon, I didn't recognize the songs. The only main songs I recognized when I was buying the albums was Shot in the Dark off of uh, fucking fourth album, whatever the fuck it's called. You're all shot on the screen, the red, fiery goddamn cover. Um, and the first two albums, Blizzard of Oz, Diary of a Madman. I recognize the most songs off that. But even and the last album I liked by Ozzy was fucking drawing some goddamn blanks on No Rest for the Wicked. And fucking The Ultimate Sin. That's the goddamn album. The fourth album with Shot in the Dark in it. So No Rest for the Wicked. I didn't recognize any of the songs off that until I bought it either because they weren't like really playing them on the radio, at least to my exposure. So let's go with favorite radio hits as far as I have to say Ozzy Osbourne. Let's go with that. Goddamn it. Kind of a lame answer because you said Sabbath no excluded, but again, like I mean, dude. So okay, I like some AC/DC, some Priest. Those would probably be the next in line, but most stuff they play on the radio, I don't like. I'm not a fan of. Again, this is going back over, like I said, last time I even heard the radio whatsoever, and it wasn't even on that station, was 15 years ago. They're playing cooler shit than I like now. What do you mean, Jared? Oh, they play fucking Slayer, they play Megadeth, they play Metallica. Oh, okay, news to me. When I was fucking hearing the radio, when I was playing it, I never heard any of those fucking bands. So they could very well could be today. Little over 90. Did any other Devils do their Spotify top listened to bands list? My top 5 was 1 through 5: Ghost, Cannibal Corpse, Last Days of Humanity, Deicide, and Skinless. Dude, when I hear stuff like Spotify and Instagram and TikTok and shit, you may as well talk Japanese to me. I don't know literally anything about that shit. Now, I'm probably the dummy and out of the loop and probably should because it's probably good for business. And just like this YouTube channel, who knows? Maybe 5 years from now, you'll see me on there. But as of right now, I don't know. Sounds like 12-year-old girl shit to me. So I kind of maybe I'm missing out. I don't know. That's why it just sounds like 12-year-old girl shit to me when I hear those things, but I don't know anything about it. I mean, I know what it is. I kind of know what it is. I didn't know what of it, but I can't even really say Spotify. I don't like you said. I don't really what is that? Like to be honest, I kind of know, but some type of other social media on there. Inform me because I don't fucking know. I don't have it. Never been on it. Don't have much interest to it as of now either, unless I see ever any reason that it's going to be of benefit to me. Mike Violet, isn't the guy we just answered fucking below? Temple of Void has a new one out. Why didn't any of you posers tell me? Yeah, that's how I find about shit too, guys. You telling me or people telling me just in general. Count de Grelle. J-Dog, question marks. Who's your favorite Dark Funeral vocalist? Mine was Caligulus. Thoughts on Pathology? Pathology I thought was okay. Not fantastic, but just okay. Kind of definitely the category of forgotten metal because I know I've listened to it and I heard it, and I remember that just thinking exactly. I was like, it's okay, but I wouldn't be able. It'd be a new listen if someone put it on now. Favorite Dark Funeral vocalist for me easily Caligula. Um, don't get me wrong, the first, well, only the first album, and then the split with Infernal. Those are the only ones without him. Those are I love that shit. But the first one I heard, I don't know, maybe it was under I can't remember. Maybe it was Secrets of the Black Arts. I don't know, whatever. I mean, my favorite album is Diabolus Interium, the third album. Then after Diabolus, probably my second favorite album probably is Secret to the Black Arts. Then probably Vobiscum, and then so on and so forth. But as a whole, Caligula was my goddamn favorite vocalist as well. I'm sure he's the fucking Tupac of fucking black metal, though. I'm sure it's sure somebody's thinking or saying that, which is whatever. Metal Musician 6996. J Dog question: Top five thrash albums from the 80s. Got to get a sip of water for this one. Goddamn, top five thrash albums from the 80s. I mean, I'd have to really think about it, but I'll tell you ones that I really, really like that are popping directly into my head. Sacred Reich Ignorance, Blood Feast Kill for Pleasure, Sacrifice, Torment, and Fire. What was that? What did I keep counting? Three. Incubus, Serpent Temptation. Did I say Creator, Pleasure to Kill? That's just kind of like a given to me. That's definitely one of my favorite thrash records ever. So what did I say? Sacred Reich, Ignorance, Blood Feast, Kill for Pleasure, Sacrifice, Torment, and Fire, Incubus, Creator, and because I'm not saying those are my top five. I mean, they're definitely up there, yeah, in there. But those ones pop in my head right out the fucking gate. Who am I forgetting? That's probably what I'm trying to think. There's probably something I'd like even much more than all those thrash wise in the '80s. Who am I fucking forgetting? That I like, that I for sure like more than those. Yeah, I mean, those are definitely for sure some of them. Kind of hard to go wrong with those, in my opinion. I mean, put in there if you do not like any one of those albums. To me, that's kind of shocking / weird if you don't. Life Eternal question marks. Have you seen the ads for the Metal Threat Fest in the Chicago suburbs in April? Tons of overseas bands: Exumer, Messiah, Sinister, Sorcery from Sweden, Aura Noir, all playing so far. More to be added. I have not officially seen the list, but Eric was telling me about it. I guess he was in contact. He's talking about he's possibly going there to vent for Hells. Um, it's a possibility I'll go. I'd say that. Don't hold me to it. I'll wait to see the full list, see how busy I'm around that time, see what's going on. I will be completely honest with you. The bands that you just mentioned, nothing's blowing my socks off. Because, for example, like I'll just put a prime example. My favorite band on that list that you just mentioned, Sinister, right? It's like, yeah, I love Sinister, but it's kind of like you can see him in 2022. I kind of don't care. There's no Mike singing unless he's back. AAD or Odd or how the fuck you say his name, doesn't he do vocals now? Which would make no motherfucking sense. He was a killer goddamn drummer. He was the original drummer for Sinister. Was on all the good albums, and he had just a unique fucking sound. Like no other death metal drummer sounded like him. So he stops playing drums, and then he just does these. Think it was the death metal vocals. I'm like, all right, just a generic death metal vocals. Not like you're a special on vocals, but you were special on drums. So I don't know what the fuck you're thinking. So seeing Sinister now, kind of don't care. To be completely honest, even though that's my favorite band on the list. The other bands, I mean, Sorcery, love the fucking demos. We did the best thing by Sorcery is pick up that it's long out of print. We actually talked about repressing it, and I brought it up to Chase Buddy just under a year ago. Don't know what the fucking band said. I know he emailed him and he did get a reply, but I forget what the fuck he said. Best thing by Sorcery, in my opinion, has the most character is the double disc we put out of their demos. Fucking fantastic. Everything else, I'm like, it's okay. Blood Chilling Tales, the debut album, that's kind of like, I own it. It's fine. It was a Swedish death metal album, where it was like, even at the time, oh, another Swedish death metal album, but it was nowhere near as good as Dismember, like an Overflowing Stream, Carnage, Dark Recollections, and Two Left Hand Path. There was another was like, even other ones that, in my opinion, smoke it that no one talks about underground, like Mega Slaughter, their album. Um, I think that album destroys fucking Sorcery's album. So it's kind of like, it was it's a solid death. It's kind of a background listen, to be honest with you. It's hanging out with Therian for me. Not great. But Exumer, never did anything for me. First album is a classic thrash album, but it was kind of like by the time I heard that, I was super late to the game. I heard that in my 20s. I'm kind of like, I've heard this style of thrash a million times, so it's kind of this again. If that's one of your favorite top five thrash albums and you came from the 80s, I totally understand though. I mean, it is but like I said, I heard it late to the game. So As of right now, I'm not my socks so far not blown off by that list that you put. But like I said, we will see. Maybe I'll go. Chicago is only a 6 hour drive for me. So, and I've been meaning to go back to Chicago again too. So it's possible. Mike Vi, what the fuck, man? How many questions you ask? Goddamn. He's got more questions. Jay Hound of Hell. Question. Gosh darn it. What do you think of Incantation worship band Cemetery Urn? That's so fucking funny. I literally just listened to them in the shop yesterday. I picked a couple of their albums, VIA, HHB, and think it rips. It does rip. Also, you got to check out that What's in My Bag YouTube video with Blood Incantation. It will make your head spin, bro. Oh, yeah, from Blood Incantation. I know nothing about that, but that's funny. I mean, to me, especially if that's what's in their bag and it's something completely ridiculous, like they pull out fucking uh, George Carlton or some bullshit. It's like, dude, you guys are a bunch. I don't know much about the guys. Well, I don't know anything about them personally, but I've seen them. I'm pretty sure those guys are younger than me. It's like, you don't have an excuse for this shit, man. You should be excited as fuck, getting a boner every time a fucking death metal record goes on. There is no burnout or whatever, dude. What are you guys, 25 years old? Give me a shit ass fucking break. So, again, no, I have no idea what's in the bag. So, it's just full disclosure. If it's anything completely fucking silly, they get less of a pass than Tom G. Tom G, I'll at least give him. No, he doesn't get a pass, but he gets more of a pass. At least the guy's damn near 60 fucking years old. So it makes sense that he doesn't like goddamn suffocation. It's just when you claim like heavy shit and he's aware of bands like suffocation exists, like, stop using that word, dude. Like, no, you don't like the heavy shit. That's all I'm saying to him. But him not liking it, I get it. I get it. Blood Incantation and fucking Suffocation, Effigy of the Forgotten, or fucking Deicide, Sinister, things like that. That's not in their goddamn bag. It's kind of like, why the fuck isn't it in your bag? That's what I would expect. So, but I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out. The bag. Anyways, what the fuck was this goddamn question? Oh, yeah, Cemetery Urn. Very good band. Uh, Definitely my favorite is Urn of Blood, the debut album, which I just listened to yesterday. We got a few copies left in Hells. As a matter of fact, it's funny. They were sitting on the shelf, and I was like, these can't be fucking on the site. Fucking inventory was off. I think we got 4 copies. So in case you want to get that motherfucking banger, there was 4 of them left, and I updated the inventory. So I was like, I'm putting this back on the player, too. It's been probably 2 years since I listened to it. Favorites are definitely the first album, Urn of Blood. The second album is my second favorite, and then my least favorite was the self-titled. And then the last one they did was Conquer to the Burn. That was really good too. None of it sucked, but my least favorite definitely was the self-titled. But yeah, good, solid, just fucking straight to the point, fucking death metal. And it's got some parts that I just like very, very much. For example, the goddamn solo followed by the rhythm on the very last song. Forget the name of it. On Urn of Blood, it's just fucking fantastic. Gives you goddamn goosebumps. So, but yeah, Cemetery Urn. I actually got to see them too. This is exactly what I'm talking about too with this poser ass fucking the land. Cemetery Urn played here when they only had one album out. They played at the Foundry. I was there, of course. It wasn't complete crickets like goddamn Mortician Skinless 99, but it was way less than 100 people. So there might have been like 40 people or so. Now, keep in mind, I didn't know who Cemetery Urn was at the time, too. Newer fucking band. But the thing is, the land, we support local music, king of rock and roll, heavy metal. Metal scene's fucking great out here. You would think Cemetery Urn. What did I look? I saw the logo, and I saw the name. Sounds good. Sounds like good shit. And I saw Australia. I was fucking there. And then you dig into it. The members are there from Corpse Molestation, etc. Oh, yeah, this is a no fucking brainer. This is going to be a fucking banger. So it's like, don't give me that shit like, wow, a new band. They didn't know who they fucking were. But dude, a tiny bit of fucking research, your goddamn death metal radar should have fucking gone off by that logo, by that fucking name. Seeing Australia, well, fuck, goddamn, I can't be a complete canoe. These guys flew up from Australia. My stupid ass can't even drive 20 minutes down the goddamn street. Got down the fucking street to go see them, pay some fucking respects. They didn't. Well, about 40 people did. Maybe 39 minus me. This is well over 10 years ago. But just to give you an idea of how much fucking poser ass fucking land. They claim they're so fucking great. No, it's not. It's trendy as fuck. Trend hopping like a motherfucker. Gospel of Horns was even a bigger goddamn joke. That's just known fucking fact. That's a metal show you're just at. All these fucking D-bags that claim they're the metal, though they sure would be at fucking the head. Tell you that much. Land. Get the fuck out of here. Shitty ass fucking land. Full of posers. Get one more goddamn question in here. It's not a question, but kind of a comment. Here, the Asian symbol grim. That guy. I don't know how else to refer to him as, but commented on you several times, brah. My mom hates every type of music other than some neo folk and Christian music. Showed Agalok the mantle, and she thought it was trash. That's the way it should be, brah. As far as I'm concerned, if you play a metal band for mom and she's like, oh man, this is some good stuff, you fucked up. It probably sucks, unless your mom's actually a fucking metalist, was into metal. But she's probably young as fuck, 22 years old, and you're 10. You know what I mean? Or maybe she's 30 and you're whatever, 12. You know what I mean? So there's going to be certain exceptions. When I think of a mom, I'm thinking, you got a 20-year-old, he's showing mom, and his mom's probably 45 or so, 45 or older, right? That's what I'm thinking of when I'm thinking of moms. Now, I know this fucking criteria is going to change in the years, and some of those 45-year-olds, too, yeah, they started off in the metal and they grew up listening to Possessed, but they're extremely fucking rare. And how many of them stuck it the fuck out? They exist. Chill the fuck out. But like for example, I'm sure some of the chicks in Dracada, I'm Sharon, I'm almost positive she's a mom. So she'd be an example. She'd be an exception. But that's a rare fucking exception. You know what I'm saying? Generally speaking, you give it to mom. Mom doesn't like the headbanging shit. Mom doesn't like the satanic shit. So yeah, you play in an extreme metal band, a metal band, you're thinking, fuck yeah, I got some heavy shit, hard hitting shit. Let me see what mom thinks. And mom says, yeah, Joey, this is really good. I really enjoy this. You fucked up. It sucks balls and it's weak as fucking piss. Mom should be appalled. Mom should be offended. Mom should be like, these are screaming demons. Mom should be like, this is satanic evilness that I can't stand. Oh my God, this is scary shit. That's what mom should be saying. If she ain't saying that, you fucked up. Can it and go re-record it. Comments, questions, concerns, put in the comments box, goddammit. Get them answered right in the morning. Later, goddammit.